What's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here, and I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this team and you're thinking, oh, Raiyuden, what happened to you, you dirty scum using fusions? Well, look, hear me out. The PvP meta is too crazy right now, and I'm just trying to make the path towards the top 10k as easy as possible. Just this one time, because I'm a little busy. So I think it's best to use a team that's very strong, just so I can, I don't want to say steamroll, but basically have the least amount of difficulty possible. So I'm going to be rocking the fusion teams. After I recently used, Blue Gogeta again, I realized I wanted to use him again. He's a lot of fun, and I never really used the fusion team. I tended to stay away from it because they're just so strong. But I feel like the remainder of the teams have caught up. They're very strong as well, so I don't think people will guilt me too much for using it. But I can still see your point if you're a little upset. But anyways, you guys already know about these guys. They're super strong. Each one of them is just amazing, so I don't have to go into detail about what they're capable of doing. Gave Super Vegito my strongest melee strike damage equipment. Gave Blue Gogeta my best blast equipment. And then the free-to-play Vegito, I just gave him a balance of both, focusing more towards defenses, because that's really what he's there for. But enough about that. Let's jump into some PvP. I figured a great first team to show off in the videos to face against the one team that's designed to counter these guys, and that's the Lineage of Evil. Make no mistake, in the hands of an experienced player, they can make the LOE team take on everyone, but if you're capable of how you play out your Fusion Warrior team, you can actually handle the full power Frieza very easily with the Super Vegito. It's all about how you play it. So I tend to start out with the Super Vegito because not a lot of people will start out with the full power Frieza just because they want to take advantage of his defensive capabilities. So you'll hardly ever see him as the first guy. So if you gain priority, you can do some really good damage right off the bat. Then you can swap into the free-to-play Vegito, and then you can sort of just handle the match from there. So like in terms of what I'm doing here, I'm actually just trying to farm up Dragon Balls and have it so that it all sets up so that the full power Frieza is on the field when I have my free-to-play Vegito. You'll see what I'm talking about here. So, get some dodges out of the way, do some really good damage. Now he's going to bring in his full power Frieza, but I'm not ready just yet. I switch into the Gogeta, transform, pop the green card just so I can hear a sidestep, which you hear. He sidesteps, gets the blue card off, which is nice. I'm just trying to wither him down so that when I'm in the free-to-play Vegito, I'm able to lock the full power Frieza in, and then I'll swap into Super Vegito and use my ultimate ability and nullify his second life. That's what I'm trying to do here. So you'll see right now, I popped the main ability, he doesn't dodge, so now all I gotta do is wither him down a bit, because even though Super Vegito is very strong, this guy does have type advantage over him, and he still can handle him quite well. See right here, he's tanking it quite well, but because everything worked out in the end, got to lock him in, used my ultimate ability, and took out his second life. And I still had my Rising Rush to spare, which is quite nice. Probably going to chuck that at the Golden Frieza there. But that's how you can handle them if you guys are having difficulty with them. Just got to be smart with how you're playing your characters. So he goes in for the Rising Rush, and out of everyone, I'm probably going to get rid of the Blue Gogeta. As much as that pains me to do, because I really like Blue Gogeta, he's the only one on this team that, he can't really handle the Golden Frieza, so I figured I'd take him out. Not take him out, rather. I'd let him get taken out. So he takes him out, which kind of sucks, but he doesn't have any Vanish, and he's hesitant to swap out to the Golden Frieza because, well, Vegito is going to take him, and he realized that, he had no choice. It was sort of going to be the end, so that takes care of that match. Here's the second match of the video, going up against an interesting team, rather. It seems to be a blend of both Fusion Warrior and God Key, which is rather interesting. People tend to do that. I'm not sure why people do mixes there, but it is what it is. You'll notice I kept in the loading, and that's because somebody subscribed, and I just want to give it a mini shout out. Just thank you, show my appreciation. Hope you guys don't mind. Happens every now and again, and I don't like cutting out people subscribing in the middle of it because I feel like it'd be a little disrespectful. So I kept that in there. Now I'm actually pretty surprised that he brought out the Gotenks here. Kudos to this guy because he brought him out to counter the Blue Gogeta, which is rather surprising considering all it takes is a Super Vegito to take him out, really. But good for you for bringing him in. It was a nice surprise. Usually you can predict what people are doing for their teams and stuff. Now, did you see that right there? I hopped to the right and then I like shot all the way over to the left. I have no idea what happened right there. It caught me off guard as well. So I hopped to the right thinking I dodged his ki blast because the exclamation mark showed up. But for some reason I just shot over to the left. I had no idea what happened. Blew my mind. I was so confused. Now he comes in to do some more damage. He comes in with another strike card. Because I have a blue card, I can just go ahead and do some really good damage. Poor Gotenks there. Look at that. Half his health gone right away. Get a nice dodge out of the way. Get his free-to-play Vegito. I figure I may as well Rising Rush this guy because I don't have to worry about the Gotenks. And it's either this dude or it's going to be the Super Vegito. And both of them are like high-value targets to Rising Rush. So I'm just going to get rid of this guy. I don't want to deal with him. Don't want to deal with the lock-in and the healing and how tanky he is. So I figured now would be a good opportunity to get rid of him. So I go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and take care of him. Get him out of the way. So he dies. Super tanky, but I mean, in the face of the Fusion Warriors, you're probably not going to be able to tank it through. Swap into the free-to-play Vegito. I thought I got the key cancel off, but apparently not. That's okay, because if he has to take care of somebody, if he has to Rising Rush someone, I would much rather it be this guy than either the blue Gogeta or the Vegito, so he can go ahead and do that. Now I noticed he hasn't used the blue card in quite some time. Honestly, he didn't use it at all, so that's why I guessed it here, and we guessed it successfully. Quite nice. So that works out in my favor. I decided to lock him in here as well, just because I want to go ahead and do some additional damage on him. Don't want to deal with that Gotenk, so swap out to blue Gogeta. Do a little charge step there. I wish it would have been nice if blue Gogeta's main ability also gave him Ki, but I think at that point it would have been too OP. Now I quickly just get out of the way there, swap into free-to-play Vegito, use his main ability because his main ability gives me Ki, and I know Gotenks is coming, so I just go for the blue card. Take care of him. I was hoping to get a legendary finish, but it doesn't work out that way because he uses a Ki Blast card, and he's going to pop his main ability, and I'm going to lose all my buffs, and he's probably going to take out Vegito, so I figured, I would rather him not get killed in the off chance that he does come back, because you never really know. Like, maybe he has the second Rising Rush. Maybe all I have left is a free-to-play Vegito, and free-to-play Vegito doesn't stand a chance against Super Vegito, so I figure it's not worth taking the risk. I'll just go ahead and try to finish it out here. And that's what we do. Swap into the blue Gogeta, just go ahead and clean this out, just do some decent damage. Decent damage, I say, when it's in reality it's quite nice. I didn't think I was going to finish him off, but then he gets a bunch of crits, and that helps finish us off. Clutch crits. Such a cool pose as well. Now here's the third and final match video going up against another Lineage of Evil team. Figure it'd be a much better showcase, an example of what happens if maybe things don't go your way. What if things don't go your way? What if you lose your star boy? What should you do? You know, still play it slow. Like, I was caught off guard that he started out with the full power Frieza. He read me. I was thinking he would start out with the blue cooler or whatever, but instead he starts out with the full power Frieza, which caught me off guard. But oh well, I'm in a bad situation because the type wheeling is perfect in his favor. He has type advantage over my free-to-play Vegito, and now my only other choice is to swap into the blue Gogeta, and he would have been shredded by Golden Frieza. So I was really hoping I was gonna catch him with you know, him coming in for a strike card, but I screwed that up, and this Golden Frieza going in with his main ability, things are looking so bad. Crazy amounts of damage, and then the tap attacks. These irritate me so much. And I didn't expect him to come in like that, so I already lost the Vegito. And look at that, he has a full, you know, like super powerful team ready. How is this going to turn out for me? And so this is what you should do. I lock him in because I didn't want to deal with, you know, someone swapping out, right? I didn't want to deal with a full power Frieza coming in, taking my Ki, reducing the damage that he takes. My objective is to dish out as much damage as I can. The only way I'm going to win this is if for every time I have priority, I do more damage than him, and I make sure that my Rising Rush is actually used. So I have to be very careful here, and I have to make sure that things go my way. So I have to make sure that this blue cooler dies and that Golden Frieza dies, because full power Frieza, when he's the last dude left and you have like type advantage over him, he's way more manageable than if he's working with other people. So I have to be careful what I'm doing here. Going with a blue card shuts me out. I honestly am. It's pretty annoying dealing with tap attacks now. So he's very confident that there's no way that I'm gonna be able to win this. After all, he's not gonna bother swapping out, and it does get laggy. You know, interesting coincidence that only when you start winning does it get laggy and stuff like that. We all know that by now. So I know he's trying to use blast armor, but I know that Gogeta's blast damage is more than enough. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty sure Gogeta's blast damage does extra if he's punching through blast armor. I'm guessing he was designed to deal with Broly's blast armor or something. Now I don't know what the hell he's doing. I know he's trying to wait for a counter because yeah, he probably has his blue card. So I'm just like trying to bait out what he's doing, and there's the damn green card, and I don't know why he even bothered doing that, but it is what it is. I bait out his sidestep, do a little clash here, getting better at these dumb timed events. I don't know. Maybe as my hand heals, they get better and better. I'm not gonna use that Rising Rush whatsoever. I'm holding on to it, but I can't even sidestep because of the lag. So we're just going in for the blue card here, do as much damage as we can. That Rising Rush is calling Golden Frieza. I know he's scared to use it, swap him out. He knows that it's gonna be there, but he's gonna get slapped right in the face with it. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. He's just making this easier for me, but yeah, see, that's what he's waiting for. But not enough damage, buddy. Look at that, you have no buff, so your blue card will do no damage to me without your buff. So he brings in Golden Frieza, perfect for me. Goes in for an attack, there's a Rising Rush. It's a 50-50 here, but I'm pretty sure free-to-play Vegito is more blast oriented for some reason. I think his blast damage is just slightly better than his strike, so I'm like, okay, I'll just choose the strike card. And it worked out in the end for me. Now I know he has type advantage over Blue Gogeta, but you know, at this point where I have a dude gone and my Blue Gogeta is weak and everything, it's more than enough to take care of him. But I'm not out of it just yet. Who knows if this dude has another Rising Rush. If it has to be a battle between two defensive units, he would probably win because he has counters. That's the one difficult thing, so I have to be very careful here. So look at that, he's not doing very much in terms of damage, but repeated blue cards and counters are more than enough to make up for it. So it's good not to just like, you know, relax, I suppose. You don't want to give up too easily. Bait out his Vanish there, and look, this is what I was worried about, his Rising Rush. So it's good that he's using it on this guy, because even though he's the last guy left, he's very weak, not enough to take care of him. He won't die at all, so he definitely survives that, which is good for me, but his HP is at a point where it's more than enough for him to come back if my Gogeta were to get hit, so I have to be careful. Can't just let up too easily, so just gonna do as much damage as we can here, and my hope is that I can bait out his Vanish, because I need to remember, he still has second life. It's not over just yet, so go in for the tackle. Works out in my favor in the end, I guess, because I can swap out, but he doesn't decide to vanish away from my Ki Blast, which works in my favor. The less lives he has, the better. Now, I took the hit, and the off chance he didn't have a blue card, but look, he has a blue card, and I survived with like 200 health. I should have got out of the way, but that's on me. Goes in for a tackle, but not enough. Full power Frieza is not strong enough. Can't handle the blue Gogeta. So he already knows his doom is coming. All he's doing is prolonging it. And of course the lag gets even worse. People are just trying to delay their impending doom, but nope. It's inevitable, buddy. You can use all the lag you want. You can contact Bill Gates all you want. Doesn't matter. You're gonna get clapped. But anyways, that's the third and final match of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope your top 10k grind is going easy. This season has brought out the worst because it's double the rewards and there's just so much lag. It's the absolute worst. Anyways, hope it goes easy for you guys. Peace.